What you see in this massive box is the Lankeleisi MG600 Pro, a full suspension electric mountain bike hiding a super powerful 750 watt peak motor and a massive 960 watt-hour battery. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking it out of the box, building it together step by step, and most importantly, I'm giving you my raw first impressions. Make sure to stick around until the end. Let's get into the unboxing. First impression, the bike is well protected. I received it without any damage, no scratches or anything. I carefully lift the frame out of the box. I chose the bright orange version, and wow, the paint really pops in person. While I'm getting the rest of the parts out, I just want to take a quick second to ask you to hit that subscribe button if you enjoy the content. It really means the world to a small channel like mine. Also, if you end up wanting to grab this bike for yourself, I've left a link in the description below. It doesn't cost you a single penny more, but it gives me a small commission that directly helps fund future videos and keep this channel going. Alright, let's get back to it. Before tackling the beast, let's see what's in the accessories box. And honestly, they were generous. We have a good quality lock that's included and can be mounted directly on the frame. A really nice touch. The control pad, it's the brain of the handlebar. It controls the power, lighting, the different modes, the horn, and even the turn signals. The famous throttle ships separately so the bike remains legal upon delivery. We'll talk more about that in the review video. A complete assembly kit, a set of Allen wrenches, a 15mm open-end wrench, and even an air pump, the 2 pedals, the user manual, and of course, the 48-volt 3-amp fast charger. The assembly is super intuitive. I'll start with the handlebar. We removed the stem faceplate using the Allen wrench, place the handlebar right in the center, and tighten the 4 bolts in a cross pattern so it's completely solid. Next, a pro tip. I carefully flip the bike upside down, being careful with the display. To install the front wheel, you just slide the wheel into the 150mm air fork, align the brake disc properly in the caliper, and firmly tighten the axle. While the bike has its wheels in the air, I take the opportunity to attach the pedals. Careful, they are directional. The left one L screws on counterclockwise and the right one R goes on normally clockwise. A quick turn with the 15mm wrench and it's done. Flip the bike back right side up, and it's standing on its own wheels. Let's move to the cockpit. I unwrap the large smart LCD display. I adjust the angle of the handlebar and the screen for perfect visibility. Next, I mount the headlight and turn signal controls on the left, and I connect all the cables following the color codes. It's totally plug and play, impossible to mess up. Now, the best part of any unboxing, peeling off the protective films. The saddle is wide, but doesn't look very comfortable. I'll tell you everything during the test in my next video. Adjusting the height takes 2 seconds thanks to the quick release. Just be careful not to exceed the safety line engraved on the seat post. On this channel, I tell you everything, the good and the bad. And here, we need to talk about the fenders. Given the price and the overall quality of the aluminum frame, these fenders feel really low end. The plastic is thin, it feels cheap. It's a small detail, but I prefer to be 100% honest with you. To finish up, I reposition the front LED headlight facing the right way, and the assembly is done. The last step before the adventure, the battery. Taking it out is very simple. You insert the key, turn it, and the battery pops out slightly. Then you press the lock and pull it out with both hands. It's a 960 watt-hour brick. You can either plug the charger directly into the bike or remove the battery to charge it separately. The red light comes on, which means it's charging. It will take about 6 to 7 hours for the light to turn green and be fully charged at 100%. And that works out perfectly because it gives me time to gear up. The bike is built, it looks stunning, but now we need to see what it's really capable of. Make sure you don't miss the next video where I take it out on the trails to test out those 750 watts, the torque sensor, and see if it truly lives up to the hype. Subscribe, hit the bell icon, and click right here to watch the full review. This was Guillaume. See you very soon.